Hello, Cancer. How are we doing? Welcome to 7-Star Tarot. And this is your reading for end of April. I'm speaking to my emotional, loving, supportive, caring, engaging, sociable, friendly, protective, giving and diplomatic facilitators. Cancer, welcome. What came out in the pre-shuffle? Justice, Empress in reverse, High Priestess, and Four of Swords in reverse. So here's our Lady Justice. This is about balance in a situation. This is about an action that you need to take. Not necessarily like a real world action, but an action in your mind. There's a decision you need to make on what is fair, what is just. And when you make this decision, I think you know what this decision is. Maybe it's about a person. That even though it may not be a decision which you want to make, you are going to have to balance the pros and cons of kind of going one way or the other. The Empress in reverse says that there's a situation which isn't going to yield fruit. There she is. She's sitting on a throne. She's incredibly abundant. But in the reverse, investing, or maybe an investment that you have made in the past has not yielded results. And so the Justice is saying maybe there's something that you need to withdraw from. The High Priestess is the card of intuition, of inner knowing, of mystical knowledge. And so by sitting in silence, we will receive the knowledge from above and from within. And so, I'm getting that maybe you're needing to use your sword to cut off a situation that hasn't been yielding fruit and that won't yield fruit. Maybe you've been holding on to something to a point where the Four of Swords in reverse, you see how when it's reversed, the three swords are kind of pointed at the guy. So it's like you're lying there, you've been trying to heal from something, but the circumstances have not allowed you to do so. And whether that, maybe getting caught up in your emotions has prevented healing from a situation, but you know that you need to go within, be silent, and make the right choice for you. So that's what I'm getting from these. Let's have a look at what is going on here. So let's look at challenges. Challenges first. Okay, a few cards for challenges. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles and the Emperor in reverse. What about a goal? What are we moving towards, Cancer? What are we moving towards? Six of Wands in the reverse. Four of Swords in the reverse again. So Four of Swords in the reverse is like there could be, not necessarily, there could be an illness. You could be feeling a bit unwell. You could be feeling mentally exhausted. The cause of this could be loved ones, a loved one, maybe a specific person. Let's face it probably is a specific person, and you've kind of come to a point of exhaustion where you've kind of totally collapsed, and you really need to let go and just be at peace. Let's have a few more for the emotional space. Oh, dear. When I was setting up today, everything was like chaotic. and I had to really organize everything. Justice can have like a sense of without justice we can't organize our society. What's this card that fell out? King of Cups in the reverse. Okay, there's your person. Yeah, this is someone who is not showing love, not giving love. Somebody who's overly emotional, maybe tends to dwell on the darker sides of the emotional scale. Maybe someone who drinks a lot. Maybe someone who pushes their emotions down, drowns their emotions out. So 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Typically, it's a holding on to what you've got. In the reverse, this can be a person who's like selfish, a person who's kind of locked themselves away behind the garden gate there, isn't giving anything. They've separated themselves from you, and you've had to heal yourself. You've had to move on. The challenge is, 7 of Pentacles, how to continue to build your abundance and your life. Maybe you've tried and tried and tried to build with this person, but they're the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor in reverse. So the Emperor in reverse, with this card, I always imagine like the Emperor kind of going crazy and just all these little people that he's got on a string, just kind of like throwing them out and sort of pulling them around, like using his power in a damaging way. But also with the Emperor in reverse, I guess your emotions have the capacity to kind of like overtake you, and that can kind of cause you to lash out. So, or even just to become disorganized in how you're trying to progress with your life. It can cause you to to hold back. And I think, accepting that this situation, maybe this is a situation which has been going on for a long time, but accepting that this person isn't giving to you, they're not balanced in their emotions. They've been maybe, quite arrogant, quite controlling. And that's caused you to have to kind of lock your garden gate to this person. It's forced you to kind of stand there and not kind of let them into your heart anymore, because it's only brought you pain, and it's only brought you this deep sense of exhaustion, real sense of tiredness. In the outcome, or the kind of goal, if you like, we have the 6 of Wands, but it's in reverse. So, I mean, this 6 of Wands in reverse is kind of like, it's almost a sense of kind of not winning at all costs, but undeserved praise. Maybe you feel like, I think this is your other person, even though it's come out in the outcome. I think this is someone who's quite egotistical, who puts appearances above, maybe there is a lot of depth to this person, but they haven't been showing it for whatever reason. They haven't been living into that sort of victorious part of themselves. They've been kind of like showing the worst aspect of themselves. And I think they're completely exhausted at this point as well. I don't think whatever they've done has worked for them. I think you're both very exhausted from this. And the justice will be acknowledging that that's the case, and that this situation is not fair, has not been fair, and is not helping you, and that you need to just take your sword and cut this person the fuck off, because you don't need this in your life. You don't need this lack of victory, this exhaustion, this feeling of failure, Don't dwell in that. I know it's so difficult when you've given your emotions to someone and they've just totally withdrawn themselves, turned themselves upside down, poured their cup out, maybe to other people, you know. In your emotional space, you're wanting balance, you're wanting harmony, you're wanting a happy home life, and maybe that's what you wanted with this person. Three of Pentacles in reverse is saying you're not really in a space. It's kind of contradictory. You're not really in a space where you want to work with others right now. Even though you want to have like harmony in your life, this situation's obviously been so exhausting. And in reverse, the Four of Swords says that you've not been able to actually to get the rest that you need. And so maybe you're withdrawing from kind of, putting energy into others or putting energy into shared projects or despite the fact that you want this kind of harmony. So let's see, how are we sort of feeling in ourselves at the moment? Right, okay. So we have the Angel of Strength and we have hostilities. So maybe you're feeling hostile towards someone else, or maybe that's this person kind of coming in feeling quite kind of hostile as you're starting to gain your strength in this situation, as you're starting to gain a sense of what's, you've always known what's right and what's wrong. You've always known that this situation or person hasn't been giving you what you needed. It's not that they couldn't give you, what you wanted and needed. They had the abundance there, but they due to whatever reason, maybe some kind of past trauma in this person, maybe just generally like a lack of abundance in their life, and so they they close themselves off to you, even though you wanted to work on the situation. You've had to heal, but you've found it difficult to do so. It's been almost impossible to heal because you've had to kind of keep going in life. There's always demands on us in life. You've had to withdraw yourself. You have to withdraw yourself. You have to go silent. And you have to kind of go into the, like, what I think with the High Priestess is crouching tiger, hidden dragon. So she's ready. She's ready for action. The dragon is hidden kind of behind her, kind of like abundant backdrop there. There's a dragon somewhere lurking. And that dragon is your soul and your spirit and your strength, ready to unleash at any time. But on the outside, there's this kind of appearance and this aura of calm. So the Angel of Strength is about personal power and inner strength. This amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action on your own behalf. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, for the power that comes from within reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you to create real results. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you the focus and resolve to do what's necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. And I think for this situation, that's you withdrawing, and it's going to take a great deal of strength. It's going to take you tapping into that inner lion, that inner dragon, and putting yourself first. Doing what's right for you in your life, focusing on your own abundance, building up your own abundance, accepting that this situation is lost. As difficult as that is and exhausting as that is, that for now at least, this situation is lost. So we've got coming from this person hostilities, defenses up, aggressive energy. This card shows a man raising his sword in readiness to do battle. When it comes upright, it reveals a situation where hostilities towards you are about to be or have already been engaged. The aggressive energy may be verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out-and-out slander going on. This is different from the deceit card because the hostile energies are more apparent, more overt. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time, but whether this is new or old energy, now is the time to regain control. Allowing dishonoring treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. There you go. It may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. Look, justice. And this guy's got a sword as well. But guess what? The justice sword is stronger than this guy's sword. This guy's sword looks kind of like it's made out of like plastic. And that's like some hardcore old sword that's just gonna not take any shit, basically. So yeah, this guy's kind of like coming out of the woods, sort of like coming out swinging, wanting to fight with you. So you may need to, at this time, be aware that someone may become openly hostile to you. But what I'm also getting is that this person has always been hostile to you. You know, maybe you haven't, maybe your intuition was telling you that, you did know that, but because there was love, or because, you know, you wanted this situation to work out, you kind of put up with it. And I think, yeah, this reading's definitely saying it's time to cut that shit off. Cut that shit off, Cancer. Come on. You can do it. Right. So I'm only going to read one of these. I'll read this one. Okay. A change in the wind. Okay. So there's obviously, you know, things are going to be changing. The wind is going to be blowing through. And, yeah. I'm going to read both of these, actually. So, a change in the wind. As you endeavour to create a prosperous life, you may encounter unexpected reversals that cause you to shift directions. This is a good thing, so there's nothing to fear. Yeah, this is the Four of Swords in reverse. Sometimes it feels like you're taking a step back, but that is also part of the healing path. Perhaps an opportunity you sought went to someone else. Perhaps you've pursued something that you suddenly realise is not in your highest good. You might not be 100% clear on where you need to go, but you are certain that things are not going as planned. Circumstances are not in your control right now. Wait it out. All will be well, even better actually. Trust. Yeah, wait it out. Just wait it out with the High Priestess. Okay, what's this zebra doing? Yeah, this zebra's just kind of like waiting for the wind to change, you know? He's just sort of sitting there with the sort of... What is that? It's like a... Okay, there's like a little parapet there. And they're all just waiting for things to change. You know, maybe you feel like this person took advantage and kind of like, you know, maybe somehow you felt like they like, you know, stole some blessings from you, or like, you know, they stole something from you. They took something from you. And you felt like it wasn't fair. But justice always comes round in the end. Trust. Justice always comes round. Can't escape karma. We have community in the reverse. Beware of compromising your integrity in order to belong. How do you dim your light or change yourself so others will accept you in the group? Do you hide who you really are in order to play a role within the larger whole? This will never fulfill you. Now is a time to assess your willingness to be real. Stand tall. Be you. Authenticity is true self-expression and the only way to empower yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself and step into the role your heart tells you to take. Making yourself small bears too high a cost. Yeah, so I think, like, obviously in this situation, you know, you were making yourself small. The hostility of this person, and your kind of willingness to work with them, you know, made you small. But now it is the time to, like, you know, accept that sometimes people aren't going to work with you, and that's okay. You're just going to go by yourself. You know, you're going to build this this happy, stable life for yourself. And if nobody else wants to come with you, fine. But there will be people. Don't you worry. This is the reading I have for you, Cancer. I hope it helped. See you next time.